All right. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
I'm happy to see you all. My name is Tina, and today we're going to tap on body boundaries and just a little bit of housekeeping. As usual, if you've been here, you probably know this already. I can cover this while we wait for everybody else to hop on the call. This meeting is being recorded. So it will be uploaded in your membership area under the tapping circle. It's probably going to take a couple of days, but if you want to come back and rewatch it, you can. You'll also find a whole archive of old calls in your membership area under the tapping circle. So if you want to dive in and binge tap between calls, feel free to do so. I like to ask you to keep your microphones muted while we are tapping. If you want to talk to me, you have a question, you have a problem, you can raise your virtual hand on the computer that is in the bottom part of Zoom where it says raise hand. I'm not quite sure where it is on the phone. If you don't find the raise hand button and you're willing to turn on your camera, you can also take your real hand and wave at me. And if neither of that works for you, you can also unmute yourself. But if possible, I'd like to ask you to wait with that until we have a pause in the tapping. We're going to tap for a while, then I'll pause and check in with you guys. So if anything comes up, that would be the time to speak up if it's urgent. If it's not super urgent, I'd like to ask you to keep it till the end. And yes, I already said today's topic is body boundary violations. And for anyone who missed me introducing myself, my name is Tina, and yeah, I'm one of Brittany's coaches, and I'll lead you today. What's a body boundary violation? Well, that's basically any situation where someone made you feel uncomfortable in your own body. This goes from being bullied, having someone making comments about how your body looks, someone making comments about what you eat or don't eat, all the way up to sexual boundary violations, which we tap on a lot in this calls too. But today I want to give it a little bit of different spin because let's be honest, it's not just other people who can make us feel uncomfortable in our own bodies. Most of us can do that pretty well on our own, right? Who has ever looked into the mirror and said, shit, I look like a fat cow and started beating yourself up? I sure know I have. So basically, that's what we're going to take care of today. So ideally, what you need for that is if you have a photo of yourself, like a selfie, you can use it. If you want to set up in front of a mirror so you can see yourself, that's a good way. If you can't do either and you're like, oh, I missed the part with the photo, I don't have anything, I'm sure you can imagine the last time you looked in the mirror and were not happy with yourself. Then you can basically imagining standing in front of the mirror looking at your body. It's also pretty useful to have pen and paper because we will focus on whatever body part it is that you hate most about yourself. So if you have something to take notes, that's really useful. However, if you're like, oh my God, I don't have anything close by, not a big problem. You can also kind of freestyle and wing it. I see you guys are prepared. Wonderful. Good. As always, it's good to have your trusty anger toy, something light, fluffy like a pillow, a rolled up blanket, a stuffed animal, something that can take your anger. If you don't have anything, in a pinch, I sometimes take the edge of my sweatshirt. You can kind of manhandle that. And yeah, also good to have is something to drink, some water or tea, because it's good to stay hydrated. And so, yeah, basically, we pick up negative talk about our bodies, probably from our caregivers. A lot of us have been shamed as kids, and we picked it up. And yeah, so I like to first, let me check my notes if I forgot anything. Okay. I mean, right now, we do this fully clothed, of course. I don't want anyone to run around naked in front of the camera. But if you want an upgrade to this and you're pretty comfortable tapping through a couple rounds with your clothes on in front of the mirror, you could take your clothes off. And this is why we call this technique also naked mirror tapping. So you can get in front of the mirror in your underwear, or even take the underwear off if you have a private moment and you're not flashing anybody. Oh, wait a second. Something says something's wrong with my audio. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. It says something's wrong with my speakers. So if I can't hear you, we'll troubleshoot. There's always the chat box as well. Okay. Alrighty. So get ready, ladies. Maybe just shake it out for a moment. You just stretch. And then tune in how you feel about your body in general. And as always, I'm going to suggest words. I'm going to lead the tapping, but if what I say doesn't resonate with you or you want to use different words, you absolutely can make it your own. And I'd like you to tune into the statement, I hate my fat body, and rate this on a scale from 0 to 10. Where 0 is, I don't hate my body at all, and 10 is, oh my God, I can't stand being in my body right now because it's so awful. And feel free to write it down for yourself. If you'd like to share your numbers in the chat, you're very welcome. You can use the chat to share whatever you like with the group. I might have one eye on the chat, but I'm leading the tapping. I'm watching you. So I might miss some stuff that's going on in the chat. So if it's important, I'd like to ask you to raise your hand and talk to me. And yeah, so how do you feel about I hate my fat body? And where in your body do you feel it? Usually it's like a visceral reaction. It's like an, oh, that feeling you get in your body, that contraction when you see yourself in the mirror. Yeah. Okay. And today I recommend you keep your eyes open if you are in front of a mirror or you have a picture of yourself. Of course, if you're kind of visualizing being in front of the mirror, that might work better when you close your eyes. And start tapping the karate chop. We have a couple 8, 9, 10s here. So I see that resonates with you guys. All right. Even though I really hate how fat my body looks, I choose to accept how I feel about this. Even though I feel so ashamed about my body. And I fear what others think about me. I choose to accept my own judgment. Even if only for this tapping session right now. And even though I can't forgive myself that I let myself go and get that fat, I choose to be easy and gentle with myself. And even though I feel like my body has betrayed me, and I want to beat it into submission, I'm open to the possibility that waging a war against my body might not be what gets me to my goal. All right, shake it out for a moment. Let's tune in. How was it just saying out those statements as we tap? That might have pushed a couple buttons there. Feel how you're doing. It might be that just saying those things brought your intensity up. So I want you to feel in your body, feel that discomfort again. and check your numbers and see if it went up, if it stayed the same, if it went down. Strong feelings about my body betrayed me and beating it into submission. Yeah. All right. Good. Okay. So then start tapping through the points and look at your picture, look at your mirror image, or imagine yourself looking in the mirror. And as I said, feel free to repeat after me or use your own words. Look at that fat body there in the mirror or on the picture. It's disgusting. I really don't want to look at it. I feel so ashamed. I hate how fat I've gotten. I remember beating myself up about being fat when I was young. But really, I was tiny back then in comparison to where I am now. I don't even want to look at myself. It's so painful. I can't bear the shame and all that pain. I try not to think about it. But that's impossible. If I look in the mirror or I see myself in a picture, I just see that fat, disgusting body. And whenever I open my closet, I might be looking at my favorite clothes that don't fit anymore. And I feel so ashamed. I'm trying to hide, eliminating all mirrors, trying not to be in any pictures, hiding my body in baggy clothes, and maybe even not leaving the house if I can avoid it. Because I feel so ashamed and disgusted seeing my fat body. Every time I see myself, it rubs that shame right into my face. And I feel that sting, that shame, that defeat. Take a breath. And then pause the tapping. Let's shake it out. See if you need to stretch, move. Maybe you need to move your legs. Maybe you need a sip of water. Maybe you need to get up, walk around to your chair 3 times. And how are you doing, ladies? Take a breath. Just for a moment, feel your feet on the floor and your butt on the chair. And you can look around your room just to bring us back into the here and now. Just look around, see where you are. It's like, oh, it's my living room, okay. And then feel your feet on the floor, wherever your body is in contact with something that's holding you up. Maybe you're leaning against the backrest. Feel that contact. Feel your body making an imprint on that surface. And then let's check in again with a statement, I hate my fat body, and give it a number. And you can also write down if there was anything that I said in the last round of tapping that resonated in particular. And you can give that a number too. And how are we doing, ladies? Did the intensity go up? Did it stay the same? Did it go down? Tune into your body where you feel it. And maybe also check which of those emotions is the one that resonates the most. Some down, some still a 10, some went up. Yeah, okay. It's all good. More disgust than shame. Yeah, good, 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 good. Well, disgust and shame are closely linked. Yeah, shame and disgust. Gotta work. I mean, it makes sense that our ratings can go up in the beginning, right? Because we've been trying to avoid this whole topic altogether, and we've been shoving it down, most likely by eating more food. That's like this shame spiral. We feel ashamed, that's why we eat. And then we feel ashamed because we ate, and there it goes. Disgust and anger. Yeah, okay. So tune into where you feel that negative emotion, and you can keep looking at your picture, your mirror image. Yeah, it's been a challenge to meet my eyes in the mirror. Oh yes, absolutely. Unworthiness, totally. Disgust and fear and shame. Yeah, okay. Feel whatever it is, feel where it is in the body, and start tapping through the points again. And repeat after me or use your own words. Seeing my body, I feel like such a failure. This shouldn't be so hard. I could have just been more strict with my diet. Skip the dessert. Eat salad all day. Exercise more. I know what I should be doing, but I'm not doing it. I just failed. And I feel so ashamed and disgusted. All this shame and disgust makes me feel unworthy. Makes me feel afraid that I will never get out of the spiral. Let's be honest, it's not that I didn't try. In fact, I have worked so hard to drop those extra pounds. I've been at this for so long already. So many years. Maybe my whole life. It's been such a battle. And I feel so ashamed about it. I've been working my ass off. Or so I thought. But the fat ass is still there. Such a failure. And I'm so ashamed. I just want to hide. I can't even look myself in the eyes when I look in the mirror. because I feel so ashamed and unworthy and defeated. I've been trying hard, working hard all those years, doing all those diets, doing all those crazy programs, but it's just not working. Must mean I'm broken. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with my body. And I hate my body for it. I feel like my body's betraying me. Despite all my efforts, my body keeps holding on to this stupid fucking weight. No matter what I do, my body goes, nope. Keep on dreaming. You're not gonna lose a single pound. And if you manage, I'll make you gain it all back and then some. And I'm so angry at my body. It feels like it's at war with me. Why does it have to have the last word? It's not fair. I'm working so hard to lose the weight. Why can't I just lose the pounds without the struggle? It's not fair. All I want is to be thin. All I want is to feel comfortable in my own body. I want to fit into my favorite clothes. I want to be able to move without huffing and puffing. And yes, I do want to look good too. Am I asking for too much? I feel like it's hopeless. I'm feeling desperate. I'm so ashamed. And afraid that this will never change. And I'm just disgusted with my fat body. And how it's fighting against me. That's the last thing I need right now. But what if, right here and right now, I choose to accept my own judgment and shame? I acknowledge that it is there. And I'm ready to give it a voice. All right, take a breath, ladies. And pause the tapping. Shake it out, stretch. See what you need, some water. If there's any aha moments, maybe you'd like to write them down. And whew. So angry, yeah. I hear you. Check in with a statement, I hate my fat body, and check your number. And then whatever your most prominent emotion is, be it anger, disgust, sadness, fear, hopelessness, can you name it and can you give that a number? Yeah, we have angry, we have sad. Oh, down to a 3, good. 6, 7, sadness, hopelessness. Sadness, discouragement. 10 of anger and disgust. Despair to 7. Feelings of failure, yeah. Despondency. So sad and discouraged, yeah. I hear you, ladies. All right, for a moment, feel your butt on your chair again, your feet on the floor, or whatever's holding you up in space. Take a breath and see if you can feel the breath, the cold air entering your nostrils on the inhale, and can you feel where the breath travels in your body? And as it comes out, can you feel that the air is likely a little bit warmer? Good. All right. Now, if you have a piece of paper, get it out. If you don't, take notes in your mind. And I would like you to list the body parts that you hate, that you're disgusted by the most. So see if you can find the biggest one, and then in order, write them down. So is it your fat belly, or my jiggly arms, or my ginormous thighs, or maybe my saggy boobs, that huge ass, round face, whatever it is. Could be one, could be multiple. You can look at yourself if you have your picture, if you have your mirror or your camera on. If you don't have anything to look at, imagine looking at yourself in the mirror and, yeah, go through those body parts. And then I'd also like you to write down, how do you feel about those particular body parts? Is it ashamed, hopeless, desperate, angry, sad? So then you have a body part, associated emotion, and then I'd like you to rate the emotion about that body part. So for each and every one, give it a number 0 to 10. And if it's a 200 on our 0 to 10 scale, that's okay too. I'll just give you a minute or two to write this down. So we have body part you hate. Best starting with the one you hate the most, what emotion you feel about it, and how strong that emotion is, 0 to 10. Good. And so finish your list. I mean, if there's more coming up, you can repeat the exercise and continue your list later. For now, it's probably enough to have the biggest one, the body part you hate the most, and maybe 1 or 2 more and max to work with. You might need to come back to this recording and do it again if you have more body parts that you absolutely hate. I want you to focus on the one that's the biggest one, the one that bugs you the most. And if you're feeling anger, grab your anger toy so we can let the anger out. If you've been tapping with us for a while, you know that we basically don't just sit here and say, even though I'm angry, I love and accept myself, and I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry. But we really want to feel the anger, because anger is a visceral thing, right? Anger is a response of our nervous system when we feel threatened, when we feel attacked, and it's an impulse to defend ourselves. So basically, to fully clear, that's why we use our pillow, we kind of need to get this energy out of our body. So this could mean if you can shake it or punch the air, if you don't have anything you can manhandle, you can take your pillow and you can shake it, you can choke it, you can beat it up. You can slap it. You can hit it. You can smash it on your lap. You can scream at it. If you're worried your neighbors will call the police, if you scream without the pillow, you can just go. Maybe you want to stomp your feet or shake your legs or kick out, kick something. If you kick something, just make sure you don't hurt yourself. As always, safety first. So, alrighty. Okay, yeah, letting the anger out when you have family in the house, I acknowledge that might be difficult. You can see if you can do it without much noise and just basically do the screaming silently in your head if you want to scream, or maybe you want to make like not so loud noises, just like some growling or so. And if it's totally not feeling safe because you're afraid someone's coming into the room, then of course go piano, and you can always come back to the recording later. Throw balls of socks at the wall. Yes, that's a good one. I love it. It's quiet, but you get the anger out. Great suggestion. All right. Yeah, maybe you have a pillow, you can throw it. That's a good one. Yeah, get creative. Also, you could get a towel and just like wring it and go like. It's just important that you feel your muscles tensing and getting that energy out. You can just squeeze with all your strength, squeeze your pillow as hard as you can without sound effect. Or if you don't have anything, you can take the edge of your sweatshirt and go like. Alrighty. Tune into your body. Let's just feel our butt on the chair, the feet on the floor one more time. Notice your breath. And then tune into your body and think about that body part you hate the most. If you have a visual, your mirror image, your picture in front of you, look at it. If you don't, just imagine standing in front of the mirror and start tapping. And then, as you tap through the points, express all your feelings and judgments about that body part. And if you need to let the anger out, feel free to go into the anger work at your own pace. And this could look something like this. I'll give you a couple examples. I hate those fat belly rolls and all the folds they create. I look like the Michelin Man, for God's sake, and that's so disgusting. Ugh. Or maybe just a big, wobbly mass of something that infested my body. I feel so ashamed and hopeless and desperate, sad, angry, all of the above. Look at my fat belly. If I could, I would just want to cut it off. Or look at that double chin of mine. Look like I don't have a neck there, just a big blob of fat. So ugly, so appalling. Ugh. I'm feeling so embarrassed. I just want to hide so nobody sees it. Or, oh, my thighs, they look like tree trunks or elephant legs. I despise how they are rubbing together when I walk. I can't even wear skirts or dresses without my thighs rubbing themselves raw. This makes me feel so hopeless. And now your turn, ladies, in your own words. I'll give you space. Name the body part, how you feel about it, and if you need to, let that anger out and let that disgust out. You have full permission from me to make any noises you want. Out loud, in your pillow, silently in your head. Throw your socks, manhandle your anger pillow if you're angry. It's like, oh. And also for disgust. Disgust is similar to anger in that it helps to let it out physically. So you might make a disgusted face and stick your tongue out like, I feel so disgusted. Just just yeah. And feel how that feels in your body. With disgust, often the stomach has something to say. No, it's okay. Just notice and tap. Get those emotions out. Do you feel angry? Do you need to let it out? Like, I hate you, Belly. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. You're disgusting. Get out of my way. Just fuck off. I don't want to see you anymore. Maybe it's, oh, that face. I can't even look at my face. It looked like a full moon. Just, makes me so sad and angry. Get it out. Talk about that body part. And if you're working on anger or disgust, you'll see that this comes in waves. So you'll have a wave, and then you're like, I need a breather. Then just tap and breathe in between. If there's anything you need to say about your body to your body, you can get angry at your body. You can tell, you fucking bitch. Why do you always work against me? I hate it. I hate fighting against you, but you don't leave me another choice. Just fuck off. I'm not talking to you anymore. Give it a voice. Whatever it is, let it out. You need to throw some socks at the wall. You need to beat up your pillow? Go for it. Just, maybe you want to slap that body part, like your belly, like, or your thighs. See, how do you want to get that anger, that disgust out of your body? Just talk about that body part, talk to that body part, say out loud how you feel about it. Anything you want that body part or your whole body to know, how you feel about it. Say it out loud and give it some energy. The more energy you can give it, the faster it's going to clear. We need to feel it to heal it, and you're doing great, ladies. All right, let's take a break if you're not right in the middle of an anger burst. Shake it out. See if you need to shake it, if you need to get up, stretch your legs, stretch. Need some water. Oh, all right. Saw some good action here. How are you doing, ladies? Just take a breath. I need a sip of tea too. Alrighty. And then when you feel ready, tune back in. Check that most hated body part you just tapped on. And rate your number. Oh, throwing laundry on the floor. Perfect. Yeah, and then back in the basket. That's a good one. I love it. Awesome. Perfect. Good. Excellent. Good ideas, ladies. Love you being creative. That's what it's all about. Awesome, awesome. Alrighty. All right, so feel what's left. And are you still with your most hated body part, or did you switch to another one? Pretty wiped out. That's good. And down to 7 on the hate scale. All right. Yeah, exhausted. Well, that's basically what happens when we do anger work. We need to get all this energy out that we have been stuffed down for so long, right? We're kind of sitting on a pressure cooker with all this anger stirring down inside of us, and we are just stuffing it down with food more and more. And yeah, when we kind of vent this little by little and it gets out, being exhausted is the natural consequence. This means we're getting the stuff out, and this is really good. However, if you still have something left on your numbers, if you're exhausted but it's still on a 7, that means you're not done yet. And there have been times where I've been sitting there, it's like, I'm tired. I don't want to beat up my pillow anymore, but I'm still angry. Just do it. If in doubt, do another round. So, okay. Yep, still on that first one. Let's do another round of tapping. So start tapping and talk to that body part, about that body part, how you feel about it, and get angry at it. And you can talk to it in third person, like, you stupid fucking pair of thighs, I hate you. Has turned into apathy and a little compassion and sadness. Oh, that's good progress, yeah. All right, follow up on that. Check first if there's still something negative left. We want to have the negative down to at least a 2 or 3. But that's what happens when we get down there. It starts turning around automatically, that we start feeling sad, a little bit of compassion. And if you're not there yet, that's perfectly fine. Go for it. Express how you feel. All that frustration, that anger, that disgust, that shame. Ugh, let it out. Tell the body what's not okay. It's not okay that you make me so hungry always. I try to eat less, but I can't because you're there and I was like hungry all the time. Just fuck you. Anything else about the looks or how it feels? Maybe it's not more about, I hate how tight my clothes feel. Or that there's like a roll hanging over my belt. What about pity? It's kind of in between. I wouldn't call it a positive emotion, right? But allow yourself to feel pity, absolutely. I mean, you have full permission to celebrate a pity party. It's like, yeah, I feel so sorry for myself, absolutely, because I'm stuck in this stupid fat body and I can't do anything about it. Poor me. It's not my fault. I have every right to feel sorry and feel pity for myself, and I give myself permission to do so. And I give myself permission to enjoy every minute of it. Just so sad, yeah. If tears come up, let them flow. Feel the sadness. Whatever emotion you're on, where do you feel it in your body? How do you know it's there? Can you give it a voice? Yeah. I'm so sad about how far I've gotten down the rabbit hole. I'm so sad that I let myself slide so much. Maybe it's my poor body. I'm so sad that I did this to my body. Could be the reverse. Or I'm so sad that my body did this to me. Feel it, give it a voice. And I'm here with you, ladies. You take up so much space, yeah, to the belly. And realize it's taking up space because I don't feel like I can. I'm safe as me, yeah, absolutely. Great insight. Good work. Yeah. If there's any big aha moments, write it down. If maybe any memories come up, you can write those down to do echo tapping on another time. Tons of embarrassment and fear to be seen. Yeah, absolutely. Fear to be seen might also be something worth doing an echo tapping on later, that you basically imagine putting yourself in a place where you are seen, and then see what comes up and let that take you back in time. For now, just feel the feeling, give it a voice. And then notice, feel in your body, did anything shift? Did anything change? The sensations in your body, the emotion. You maybe feel a little calmer. What happens when you look at that body part again? In your picture in the mirror, imagine it. Anything else you need to get out? Give it a voice. Yeah, good. And now let's take a break, ladies. Pause the tapping, shake it out, stretch, hydrate, move. Oh, a massage would be nice, wouldn't it? All right. Yeah. Good. Take a breath. Let's come back to the here and now. So feel your butt on the chair, your feet on the floor, your back against the backrest, whatever's holding you up. Look around for a moment. Check in. Okay, where am I? See if you need to move, if you need to stretch your legs, your arms. Sometimes getting up, shaking it out is also a good one to just get the energy moving and kind of flick it off your fingertips. Yeah. All right. Good. And then tune back in what's left of that body part, that emotion that you were working on. And if you still have something left, maybe take a note what exactly it is. For time's sake, I'm going to now start turning it around to the more positive. However, if there's still aspects left, you can always come back to tap on that later. This may not take care of all your body dysmorphia in one session, but now you know the technique and you will have the recording so you can come back and do it again. So check back in, feel in your body, looking at that body part, thinking about that body part. 10 to 8 to 1. So much more compassion. Awesome. Love it. Good work, ladies. And if your number hasn't come down that much, that's okay too. It's all a process. Every little bit we can shave off, every layer we can peel from that onion, it adds up. So then start tapping the karate chop point and repeat after me or use your own words. Even though I've been shaming myself about how my body looks and my failure to lose the weight, I choose to be easy and gentle with myself and my body. Even though I wish my body looked different, I'm open to consider that there is something good about my body. Maybe. Even though I feel my body's working against me because it's holding on to all this extra weight. I'm open to the possibility that my body is actually trying to help me. And tap through the points. Yes, I might prefer to be at a lower weight. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I choose to appreciate all my body does for me. My body allows me to walk around, do the things I love, and be with the people I choose to hang out with. It allows me to feel the sunshine or the raindrops on my skin. It allows me to get hugs, even if it might not feel safe to get hugs from other people, but I can still hug myself. Or maybe hug my pet or stuffed animal. Still hugs, still good. And maybe there's even something, just a little thing, that I like about my body. Maybe how my eyes sparkle when I smile. Maybe the crafty things I can create with my hands. My body is strong, even if it sometimes doesn't feel like it. So I can carry groceries without help. My body allows me to play with my kids or grandkids or pets or just by myself. It allows me to dance and fill in. What does your body allow you to do that you like and appreciate? Say it in your own words. I'll give you a minute or two. What can your body do that you like, that you love doing? Good. And then I also recognize that my body is, in fact, trying to help me. I'm open to the possibility that this extra fat might serve a purpose. Maybe this extra fat is here to keep me safe. It allows me to hide, to not be seen. People don't pay so much attention to me. People expect less of me. People leave me alone. And that might be a good thing. I'm not getting much sexual attention with all this fat. And that feels so much safer. Nobody wants sex when you're fat and ugly. And bingo, that's brilliant. It keeps the creepy guys and gals away. Nobody wants to touch a fat person. Not to mention have sex with. What a brilliant strategy. I acknowledge this fat is really keeping me safe. So thank you, body. Thank you, fat, for protecting me, for watching out for me. I really appreciate the intention. And I do love the outcome, which is less attention. Thank you for caring so much. Thank you for keeping me safe. But I'm not that little girl or young woman anymore. I am a lot stronger and wiser now. I can set healthy boundaries. And I can protect myself in other ways. If someone wants to come at me, I can kick their ass. I can say no. I can defend myself. And I give myself permission to do so. I will not allow anyone to threaten me ever again. So maybe, just what if it's safe to let go of this extra fat? Being thin does not turn me into a victim. I can protect myself. I can protect my body. And I'm willing to give this a try. But I also give myself permission to go back to my old ways if this new strategy sucks. If my new strategy to stay safe isn't kosher. I can simply try it out, maybe for a few days, maybe for a week or two, and then decide. And I'm always allowed to change my mind. Good. Take a breath. Feel your feet on the floor, your butt on the chair, your breath. And then stop the tapping and see if you need to shake it out, stretch. Maybe you need to move your legs, have a sip of water. And then look at your picture, your mirror image again, or imagine yourself in front of the mirror and see if you can still find your original negative feelings. And check on the initial statement, I hate my fat body, and give it a number. Let's see if there's anything left. And if there's stuff left, that's perfectly fine. As I said, this might be something you need to go through a couple of times. And maybe some memories, some echoes came up. You can use the echo tapping to tap on those. How are you doing, ladies? See a thumb up? Good. Awesome. Some left, but the strong hate is gone. 3 or 4 tired, but good. Okay, good. Awesome. Does anybody have a question on my stomach specifically? It went from 10 to 0. Awesome. Good work. Any questions or anybody wants to share? We are at the top of the hour, but I do have a couple more minutes. So if there's anything you always wanted to ask, anything you want to know about this technique in particular, if you want to share, feel free to do so. Does the most disliked part have to be an overweight body part? Or could it be the brain for behavior like procrastination? Well, it could be any body part or any behavior. Doesn't really matter. That's pretty flexible. Okay. Yeah, if the issue isn't food, but the body doesn't want to let go of the fat, that's basically also what we've been working on. Most likely, there's something that makes your body feel it's not safe to let go of the fat. So I would say keep coming back to, especially to the body boundary calls and to the push the food away calls. It might be the body's trying to protect you from something, and this is why the weight stays on. I mean, if you don't feel like overeating, so if you don't have cravings, if you don't have binges, but you still have the fat on, I would say what you can do is imagine yourself being in your thin body, walking through life, and see if that causes negative feelings in your body, and use that as an entry to the echo tapping. So rather than pushing the food away, imagine yourself being thin, and see if this isn't safe, or if there's any reason why your body thinks that's not okay to be thin, it'll come up this way. So basically, if you want to use echo tapping without using the food to get the foot in the door, you imagine yourself doing, being, having whatever you're not currently doing, being, having. So if you're fat, you imagine yourself thin. If you procrastinate, for example, you procrastinate cleaning up and you have a lot of clutter, you imagine yourself cleaning up and getting rid of the clutter. If you're compulsively shopping and you want to stop shopping, imagine yourself stopping shopping. If you're biting your nails, make yourself stop biting your nails. So basically, we stop the behavior we are doing but don't want to do anymore. Or if it's something we want but we can't get to, we imagine having that what we want. Being thin, being successful, being rich, having a beautiful romantic relationship. Imagine yourself being there, and your brain will throw up any yeah, but, not safe, when you imagine yourself being there. I hope that makes sense. Good question. All right. Okay. Any other questions here? All right. If that's not the case, thank you everyone for being brave and attempting that tapping with me. I hope you feel a little bit better, and maybe you have some more tapping on your homework list. Either way, as usual, after a big session, we recommend take the next day off. I mean, you can still do like the little 5-minute tapping from the neuro reconditioning library, or if you just want to tap and breathe, just feeling your body, that's a good one too. That can actually help clear the stuff out, the little bits and pieces that we might not have gotten out. Also, your brain keeps processing for another day or 2 or sometimes 3. So the rewiring is still going on, even if we are not tapping right now and not paying attention. So changes are still happening under the hood. So I would say take tomorrow off, and then in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, you can check back in, and you might find that your ratings have gone down just from letting it process too. Or maybe something else popped up and all of a sudden you have a memory that you can tap on. Alrighty. My pleasure being with you. Thank you for being here, for being brave. And yeah, I hope you can take it a little easy for today. I know for a lot of you it's in the middle of the day. If you can rest, have lots of water, that's a good one. If you're a little bit grumpy tomorrow and have low energy, that's what we call a tapping hangover. That can happen after a big session. That's nothing to worry about. Just warn your loved ones, say, you know what, I'm not in a good mood today, maybe I need a little bit of space, and you can just do a little tapping and breathing when you're in the bathroom and just let things settle. It should go away after a day or 2. So, all right. Thanks again for being here, and I'll let you go, and I'll see you soon. Keep up the good work, ladies.